Hello and welcome back to Transports FIFA 2, the UK modded series. Thank you very much for joining me in today's video. Now, we start today's video sort of looking at a random bit of scenery with a random bit of track, but there is nothing random about what I have chosen. You see, after the last detailing episode, I did ask where a good location to build a depot would be. And it seems like this location is one that has been selected. So, in this video, as I did say I would do in the last video, in this video I'm going to start building and hopefully finish building a depot in this area. In fact, pretty much in the center of your screen. So make sure you stay tuned. There is nothing else I need to say apart from, if you do enjoy this video, please click on the thumbs up, subscribe, comment, all of that kind of stuff, and look in the description box for all of my links to various social media, Discord, Patreon, all of that kind of stuff. That is all I have to say. Let's get started. Let's start building a depot, and hopefully this depot turns out even better than the last one I built, which was a very, very long time ago. Okay, so the chosen location for the depot. I did initially think this side, but I think this side will work better just because it is closer to a road access and all of that kind of stuff. So this is going to be the chosen location. Go ahead and get rid of this. Apparently my volume seems to be quite low for some bizarre reason, but that shows as 100. I don't think it's that. I don't know what it is. It's that. There we go. Okay. That's better. It was the back of my extension for my 3.5mm cable was not plugged in. Or not plugged in properly. So, this is the location for the depot. Now, first things first is we need to establish how things are going to connect to the depot. So, we're going to have something coming across this way, possibly from here and then coming across. So let's have a quick peek. Let's see what autosave. Yes, this has been running for a little while. I had to leave it running and then had a few other things that I needed to do. So this was running. I was waiting and thinking an autosave will appear at some point, but at least I know when the next autosave comes in. It's just over half an hour, and that is fairly important. So yes, this is where I'm thinking to peel off first of all, and it looks like we could get 25 miles per hour going into this, so that is pretty good. So I am going to go ahead and delete that. And just take the assumption here as to, let's try and keep that flat. The question is will it being flat work? We'll figure it out. I'm sure we'll figure it out. Now I know that's too much slope, but it just gives me an idea as to how much turn I need. And that is about the turn I want, because I think the depot can go right here. So if I go ahead and demolish that and that, should be able to take this track right the way across. And we can. And it becomes somewhat like that. Now, I'll neaten this up in a little bit. For now, it is just very important to get the different tracks created that are going to be peeling off. That is the key part. So there we go. Go across there, and then suppose if I do this and then join, if I roughly bring it in this way, this should be able to just join into, hold on, delete this bit. What? No, that was wrong. There we go. And join that up like so. Nice and simple. So that works, that works. So what we have now is any of these lines can take a train. I could even, guess if I really wanted to, do one of those crossover things. Although strictly not necessary, but just in case. Okay, so that is that. Now we've got to figure out what the depot is going to be in and of itself. So I've already got depot selected. And of course we have a standard engine shed, which is one like that. Looks decent, it has a fair amount of stuff. But what I want to do is I know that somewhere I have GWR, there it is, an actual engine shed. The problem is, it's just, how am I going to, that is how I'm going to do it. There we go. That is what I want to do. So, easiest way for me to do this is I need to get the engine shed, line it up with this. Is that actually, does that line it up and then leave it? It may. I need to test that. No, it doesn't. That's a shame. I think that is probably, no, that's not quite lined up. That is probably the best I'm going to get. And then, I suppose, should it be this way or the other way? Wait a minute. Doors are on this side. Windows on this side. How do I want this? No, I think that could work. Okay, so I'm going to rotate this around 180 degrees. There we go. And I shall open all of the, I shall open all of these. And I shall go ahead and figure out where to place it. Let's leave a little bit of space and place it there. There we go. Now, that is a little bit further away than perhaps we'd want. And in fact, what I will say is that it does mean I'm going to try a few things here. If I were to peel this like this and then do that, is that what I want to do? That, and then that. Can I actually build the track straight through here? No. Why does it allow me to do that then? Is that actually a track? I'm going to be quite surprised if that is actually a track. I also kind of want to make this straight, but it isn't really letting me, so that is annoying. No. No, there we go. That's better. That is much better. Okay. Fourth track. And at this point, what I'm going to do is, as that goes in, I'm actually going to do that. There we go. Okay, good. Good, good, good. At this point, I can also do this. Something along those lines. And therefore we can put a crossover here. Like so. That works. And then I suppose I need a way to go right the way across on this too. So could I dump another crossover here? So cross, and then, oh no, wait. Oh no. So what my mind decided to do is say, well, I could do all the way across and then all the way across, but then I remember doing this in the past and it did not work. So I'll do that and that. And I suppose over here I could do this. There we go. That should allow pretty much every track to go where it needs to go. Yep, that should allow every track to go where it needs to go. So we are actually, wait, if you're on this track you cannot get over to the far side, but that doesn't matter because you've got other options. Good. So that is that bit done. Then what I want to do is actually try and make a track right next to the, right next to these. So a couple of tracks, just like that. Out of this side, we can have some tracks. Is that going quite steeply uphill there? Okay, well, I'll try and figure that out. What I really should do is have a lot of this now double tracked. Yes, this is a change of plan already, but this entire section is now going to be double tracked. There we go. With the connection now over here. Alrighty. What I could do is split and just go straight through this section. Why not? No. 25 again. I'll just peel off like that. You've got to be really careful with this peeling off. Okay. And then if I do this, what I want to do, that is what I want to do. Why is that so uphill? How has that happened? I did not realise this was that uphill. It's fine. People just have to remember to hold their brakes. I'm sure there's probably something about the fact that you're not supposed to do this. Wait, how's that happened now? Is it from here? No. This one, please. There we go. Yeah, how is this happening? Yes, let that dig in a little. This isn't massively uphill, to be fair. And then that. Okay. So that is that one. There's the second one. And then we shall go ahead and do the third one. which again wants to do the whole connecty-uppy thing, which I really do not want it to do. It's okay. I'll deal with it. Connecty-uppy, definitely a real word. And you do the same thing. That's up to there and then parallel. Fine. Over here we want to go across. No, wait, we do not. We want to go across here. Where though? That will do, I guess. And then... Actually, no. No. We want to go across here. What did it just attempt to do? Because from here we want to... Why are you attempting this? That isn't even logical. There we go. Right. And then from here we take another one through. And hopefully this should look okay. And it actually does. It actually does look okay. Okay, great. And now for some extra detailing. So I'll do that, and then... we cannot go back, can we? Actually, we can. There we go. That goes back. There we go, that will do. And then from here we build off like that, like that, and like that, across there. That looks fairly good. And then similarly, I guess, here, like that, like that, like that, and then connect that there, and that looks okay. Not too bad at all. So there's well, that's that. But unfortunately, what we do not have here is an actual depot. So it looks like a depot, but it isn't a depot. So now what I need to do is actually try and find a depot of some sort. This is a non-functional depot. Now I can buy... Here we go. So realistically, these are the kind of things I want to put in to these... See, this kind of stuff that needs to go in here. But because I do not seem to have a depot of that sort next to... Should I use this one? I suppose so. Next to that depot, I am going to place this depot. But I do not want to place that depot. I actually wanted a real depot. Okay. What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to find a depot asset that I can put an invisible depot, tuck it in here or something. If anybody knows of one, then do let me know, because a non-functional depot, not a good idea. We also want coaling stuff. Coaling platforms, something or other. So I need to figure that out. The way I'm going to do that is I could say, actually, you just come down here to fill up your coal. And I have seen some coal... Oh dear, what did I do? Coal. I've seen these, and I'm thinking I probably want to use these. as perhaps a temporary coaling platform thing. I have no idea how this would work, but if I go ahead and put one here, I would say that is something. So you've got that, and I'm considering putting a water tower there too. So if we go water, and we've got this kind of water tower, which I was thinking of putting there, and with the Great Western Railway colours. So this is my thought of the water tower. Use that kind of brick mixed. I want something that perhaps matches this a little. Which isn't going to be that, is it? Not stone. Yeah, I think it is going to have to be brick, dark, and then you've got the plinth and material. So you have none, or you do. What is that? SB. Just do it the same. There we go, same. Tank height can be 2, I guess. Ladder, yes. We'll have doors on both sides. Fire buckets, yes. And there we go. Pop that in right next to the coaling platform. That could do quite nicely. So that is a little bit more. Then I suppose really what I would want to put is a locomotive. Oh look, I could just leave one of these here. Yes, let me do that. Go all the way to British Railway era. Cool. Oh, look at that train. That has to make an appearance somewhere, right? Let me see. I guess this could go onto that one. No, I'm going to put this on. Just have it sitting. Yeah, just have that sitting there. Realistically, I guess we do need to do a little bit more. But that is going to be that. And then what I need, and this is going to be one of the things that is going to be quite new. In fact, I'm not going to put that there. What I'm going to... No, I have to put that there. But I'm going to need to do a station. Yes, I know, sounds strange, but I am going to put a cargo station down. And the reason for this is because I would like to have a delivery. Where do I put this though? I would like to have deliveries of coal coming over here. Building not required. That is not required. 200 meters long. I would say that is possibly a reasonable amount. But unfortunately, run into a bit of a mess here with the inclination. How am I going to do this? Maybe I need to have a shorter coal train. It's too short for a coal train. We need at least 200 meters. Okay, let me just see how this pans out. Put this about there. Now I know that is doing that at the moment, but continue with the track again. It's a bit uphill, isn't it? Let me see if it works. If it works, it works. And then over here, it's a bit downhill there. Flatten this area out. Or should I say smooth? It looks a little bit better when you do that. It does look a little bit better when you do that. It's just that bit there just looks very uphill. Way more uphill than I would like. I was going to say what is with that wobble, but yeah, I know where that wobble's coming from. Try and make that wobble a little less, to be honest. If I were to attempt it from here, that would perhaps reduce wobble a bit. Reduces wobble a bit. Okay, so there we go, and I'll call this Kingsbridge Depot. So over here we can have coal delivered. Now, this isn't going to do anything, as you probably can tell, but there is going to be a way around this. And the way around this is that I'm going to break this bit here. I'm going to add... We don't need a cargo shed. Right, I need to find the right things here. Definitely need to find the right bits for this. Let me see. None of those. What is that? Use that on a passenger platform. Empty. Open. No. Ah, here we go. Goods ramps. Okay. Just going to pop that there. There are other platforms that I would like to use. For example, the wooden ones. What are these? Flat-end passenger platforms. Oh! Okay. So we have those now. Cool. There we go. Do that. No fences, no walls. Put that bit back in. Wherever it is. Where is it? Platforms? No. Cargo buildings? No. Miscellaneous? No. Where did it go? Cargo shed. That's it. There. We also need to... Oh, yes. Keep forgetting about that. Get rid of this bit and this bit. This needs to be a track. A proper track. 10 miles per hour? Sure. That is a reasonable speed. And then after that, I need to do this again. Yes, I know my trains are in a bad condition. I'll work on it. I shall work on it. I do need to find a mod to get rid of the all that condition stuff, or at least visibly. Right, country road, there we go. Why can I hear a plane? That will do. Then I need to do this. Freestyle industry, input only. End of the road. What does it want? It wants coal. It wants to take coal. And what on earth? Overdrive? That's a new one. I suppose, yeah, take loads of coal. So all it needs to do, and then do that. Let's see how this, what does that say? Raw, takes coal. There we go. That is all it wants. So that should now take coal for our coaling. That's the plan anyway. I'm not sure if that is exactly going to work, but that seems reasonable. Now, because we've done all of this, we need to make some adjustments around here. Let's go ahead and do that. So now we've got this sort of setup, and realistically I guess we could do, say, that. This is all depot land. Depot land, yes, that is exactly what we want to call it. I suppose all of this could just go, really. I'm sure we could figure something out there. You could disappear, that is fine, and then that becomes that. This bit disappears in its entirety. This bit comes around like so. That bit comes along here. This bit connects there. That is that done. Guess what I could do is do that and then destroy that. There we go. Next up is trying to figure out this descent. Because that's quite steep. So, how do I do this again? Go to all. So it starts with that one, end with that one. Ramp equalizer, please. Okay, that didn't work, so we'll just find the node and do it manually. And the autosave is telling me it is almost time to end this episode. Great. I told you the autosave would come in handy. It's just a matter of when. Obviously every 30 minutes, so this has told me I've been going for about 33, 34 minutes. Something along those lines. Let's drop this by a meter. Wait, what? What do you mean that isn't protect? Oh, right. I understand. So that goes there. And then there's another one here. Will that then... I'm assuming maybe that is why the this thing didn't work. Is that why this didn't work? No, that wasn't it. If I selected that and then worked out, this isn't bad. This is not bad now. Just, it's a little steeper here than I would like. Is there a third node here? No. It's just that one. So, hold on. There we go. That is much better. Much, much better. Job done. Okay. Looking good along there. Looking good along here. This isn't a very busy depot, clearly. As you probably would not expect to see this all too busy anyway. What I can do is I can make this look a lot busier than it is though, because if this is where coal would come in, I have an idea. Maybe not to be a good idea, but then quite often my ideas are not very good anyway. Not that, and not that. Coal. No. Wagon. There we go. Coal. 5 plank. Great Western. Not that. Vehicle asset builder. Uh-oh. I may have lost it. No. What on earth? Okay, well this is basically everything. I do not want any of that. I want a third class. No. Oil tank wagon, no. Just a wagon. A Great Western Railway wagon. Please. GWR. I guess I could get these. But that's LMS. I do not want an LMS. Oh, and then we have to start all the way at the start again. Please tell me that there is a scroll. Any GNR? No. GWR. 3 plank open wagon. Okay. Have this full of coal? Or something? I mean, that was what I wanted to do. But there we go. So I could just use any of these as assets, which is kind of cool. Yeah, that's also cool. Look at the... So you've got the coupling on it too. So this pretty much would be a wagon. There we go. Now I'm not sure about the door. Perhaps I should have put the door on the other side. Oh dear. There we go. That gives this a little bit more use. I don't know what the right term would be here. It just makes it look a little bit more reasonable. That sitting there is a little better too. Paint. We've got to put a little bit of paint here. Oh, I was in the wagon builder last. Bad idea. So let me just move to anything random there. Paint tools. Gravel. Is it this gravel? No. Is it gravel? Is it ballast I want? Not ballast, but it's okay. We'll gravel this area. Gravel up this area. Along here we'll gravel up. This area here we'll gravel up. Just along the edges of this. Just a bunch of gravel going in. Give it a bit more of a realistic look. Yep. Some more smoothing required just here. Just there, like so. Probably do just about the same there. There we go. that looks pretty good overall. So look at that difference. That difference there is quite quite annoying. I may have to do something about that. But aside from that, I would say that for now, this is... Obviously, I have to figure out the actual depot. But I would say for now, that is pretty much a decent depot. I think that's a reasonable depot. I tell you what I will do. Kind of important. Before we end, if I can bring this all back, I should probably put some signalling in. That's probably a really good idea. Let's put some signals. End of the depot. Because otherwise, things are just going to look very strange. And a signal here. Signal to go into that area. Yep. Signals to come out of here. I suppose we could use some of the shunting signals or whatever they've got. But I'll have a look. Signal there. Should probably put a signal about here, to be fair. And I need to get rid of that tree and that tree. I'm going to have to do something here. Okay. A bunch of signals need to go. There's a lot more in the way of signalling needing to go along this. So a signal there. And a signal there. So I'm just going to sort out the basic signals at the moment. So signal there and a signal there. And then I'll look at doing the rest of the signals in the next video. Once I get the depot up, we can do the rest of the signals a little bit more in the way of detailing. And in fact, this set of signals should be really easy, because you put the signal here, and that's good enough. And then I suppose you're going to have another signal. I'm going to have to do the crossovers and sort out the signals there. Yes, this actually should be really easy to signal, so I'm just going to do it. Signal there. This bit is fine. Go all the way along here. Probably want to signal somewhere along here. Just, oh no. Just to cue trains up a little. Maybe necessary. Come through that. That signal goes there. That signal goes there. That bit is okay. Signal there. All the way through. Signal there. That looks okay. And obviously, as I said, I'll have to do a little bit of work to get the other bits of signal done. Random crack. Okay, it's got something to do with the bridges. Something has broken the bridges. Because that is not how it works. Ah, something's coming out of here. How do I get it to cross? I'm not going to need it to cross. Just come across here and then continue there, I suppose. It'll just run contraflow for a very short period of time. That works. That certainly works. Might as well start doing my outro now. So thank you very much for watching. Please remember to click on the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Transports Fever 2, the UK modded series. I still need to sort this out. Yep, definitely the bridge is causing problems. Leave a comment in the comments box below letting me know what you think. And perhaps if you have a solution to this bridge problem I'm having. That would be handy. So just to keep you, or to update people for those who have not seen, for some reason my bridges seem to be lagging a lot when building them, and apparently even when I am attempting to, well, there you can see that. So I've selected the bridge, but now if I go to a different bridge, you're going to see a little bit of lag. Oh no, now there's no lag. Do I have to just select every bridge one at a time? Is that what I've got to do now? Find another bridge. Find another bridge. Should probably play this. Here's a bridge. Oh no, now it's okay. I have no idea what's going on. Something is up with the bridges. But yes, as I said, leave a comment in the comments box below with your suggestions, ideas, thoughts. That would be great. I think some additional signals to go here. No idea. Possibly. If you can do so, please do consider supporting me on Patreon at www.patreon.com/ECGadget. Your support would be massively appreciated. It would really help me out, and also you can find me on social media at ECGadgetLP for both Instagram and Twitter. Lastly, do go check out my Discord server. Link to that is also in the description box below. That is all from me. This one's quite an easy approach. Interesting. Anything here? Yes, perhaps just here. That's it. Take a screenshot of that and say that is all from me, and I shall see you next time in Transports Fever 2, the UK modded series, where I need to put an actual depot in, and we can start getting some of the lines set up and maybe even get some trains running. So make sure you stay tuned, stay subscribed for that.